Oh, I'm having a hell of a night so far. It's Monday. What's today's date? March 26th. And I got my El Cajon class promoted. And right now I just have this pounding headache. I had it. It was smaller when I started class. And by the time I took home my Padawan, dropped her off, got back in the truck, it just went boom, full power. I was about to get some coffee, thinking that a little bit of caffeine is going to, help me. Because I don't do it too often, but there's times when I just drink some caffeine and then the headache goes away. But I don't like that. So I grabbed some extra food, even though I was pretty stuffed from our promotion potluck, and drowned myself in water. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm gonna get in the house soon, but it's just I'm gonna sleep this off, but I have so much work to do right now. I have to catch up on some paperwork for work, and I gotta be up to do it. So I've been on and off taking a nap in the truck here. On and off. And yeah, like sooner I'm gonna get back in the house. So let me focus my thoughts for a bit. And I had I grew up with a lot of condemning words. Forgive me for not looking at the camera, it hurts. I grew up with a lot of condemning words. If I was doing something good, I was left alone. If I was doing something bad, quote unquote bad, then I'm going to be condemned with these condemning words, mostly from my father. And it's made me such a negative Nancy. A negative Nancy for a lot of my adult life. Because I'm surrounded by just such criticism. When I teach, I noticed it. I noticed it when I teach. If there's a student that is doing well, I usually leave him or her alone. But then when it comes to a student that's being naughty or doing something wrong, I will give them the most attention. And I was telling my assistant on Friday, my Padawan, that I need to make more practice of giving more affirming words to those who are doing well. She's one of them, of course, too. And of course, I'm not going to. It's not going to be flattery or lies. I'm going to see something that they're doing well and affirm them. Right? Affirm them. I talked about the emotional love. That 5 love languages book. I know me that I'm going to go full on ahead and just use the teachings of that book to go boom straight on the head. But that's usually how I work. It's how I figure out what works and what doesn't. Oh, okay. It's a little bit better. Putting pressure helps. So I usually use that to figure out what works, what doesn't, and then to calibrate, reduce where I have to, and then increase where I have to, the teachings of said book. Yeah, yeah. I've got so much clutter in my head right now. My truck also reflects all the clutter in my mind as well. I really amassed too much junk. And even till now, about 4 years later after I started, it's just so full. I've stopped most of my major collections that I used to do. Okay, let's not go into that. Let's become repetitive. Affirming words to those who are doing positive. One way to use it would be to only give attention to those doing well, so that the ones who are not doing well, their own judgment, not mine, they'll pick up the pace and they want my endorsement, not endorsement. They want my praise. So they'll do well. And hopefully not bully the one that's doing well. I always have that in my mind. Oh yeah, let me stretch a little bit. Oh yeah. That's always in the back of my mind about bullying. There we go. Always in the back of my mind about bullying and how to make sure it doesn't happen. Of course, I can't always predict that. I can't always shield people from that, but I will do what I can to make it happen. Okay, it's time to go inside. Finish up my work. Hopefully, I got enough of a nap to where I can finish up my paperwork. And then we'll see what happens. Tomorrow I'm off. Wednesday's back to work. 4 days straight. Good night.